You already know how to rock the boat. Hell, you've been doing it since you were 5. Remember when you told your friend, "That's my toy, give it back," instead of just sitting there pouting? That was you rocking the boat. Or when you told your teacher, "Actually, I already handed in my homework," and you weren't going to take the blame. Same skill. But somewhere along the line, the world sold you a nice guy costume, and you bought it, thinking it was armour. But it's actually a straitjacket. You started confusing harmony with suppression, mistaking silence for peace. Why must you rock the boat sometimes? Think of a boat sitting on a lake. The surface looks smooth, but under it, there could be weeds tangling the propeller, a leak in the hull, fish nibbling the ropes. If you never rock the boat, you never notice the problems until you're sinking. That's your relationships, your career, your life. No ripples doesn't mean no danger. It means no awareness. Why does this work? Neurologically, conflict and truth-telling, they light up the anterior cingulate cortex, the brain's pay attention center. This region forces people out of autopilot. When you speak a truth someone doesn't want to hear, you interrupt their default narrative. It's like jamming a stick in the spokes of a bike. That pause, that mental what the fuck, it opens a doorway for change. Milton Erickson would call it a pattern interrupt and a reframing. NLP would call it pacing their current reality, then leading them into a more useful frame. Your grandma might call it telling it like it is. So how can you do this in other ways? Tiny ripples. Instead of pretending you're fine, you say, "Actually, that bothered me." Mid-sized waves. Calling someone out in the moment with humour. "Wow, you're really committed to being late, aren't you?" A full-on storm. Dropping the bomb when everyone else is too scared. "This plan's bullshit. Here's why. Here's what's better." The karma of not doing it. If you don't speak, resentment builds like mould in the walls. You'll smile in the kitchen while secretly wanting to strangle them with the dish towel. You train people to disrespect you. You signal to the universe, "I don't value my truth enough to voice it." And the universe, being a mirror, it'll send you more situations where your truth gets trampled. So why are you afraid to do it? Your limbic system thinks rocking the boat, it means tribe rejection, which means death. Back when you lived in caves, getting kicked out meant you got eaten by wolves. Today the wolves, they're just someone's disapproval. But your body reacts like it's life or death. The sweaty palms, the racing heart. That's old wiring, not present reality. The patterns that keep you stuck. Conflict avoidance. You ghost the problem, hoping it dies on its own. Spoiler, it doesn't. Being overly nice. Sugarcoating until the truth is buried in frosting. Mind reading. Assuming they'll just know what's wrong without you saying it. Self-betrayal. Agreeing when you actually disagree, just to keep the peace. Pacing and leading to change. You start by pacing. I know you want things to feel peaceful. Me too. Then you lead. And sometimes real peace. It means clearing the air, even if it gets messy first. Link it to the identity. You're the kind of person who values truth, and truth sometimes stirs the water before it calms it. If you do this, you become trusted, not because you're always agreeable, because people know where you stand. You'll attract people who can handle truth and repel energy vampires who feed on passivity. If you don't, you'll be surrounded by people who love the cardboard version of you, while the real you rots in the basement of your own soul. From now on, every time you feel that tightness in your gut when something's off, you speak up. Nicely if possible, bluntly if necessary. Because harmony isn't the absence of waves. It's everyone rowing in the same direction after the truth has been spoken. And your unconscious mind can start scanning now for those moments, the small, medium and large opportunities where you already rock the boat and can rock it even better. And you might even smile realizing you've been doing it all along and now you get to do it on purpose.